Welcome to eNEWS. I'm Audra MacDonald.
And I'm Taylor Oseen. Here's today's top story.
Earlier this week, southern Alberta was hit with its first blizzard of the winter season. The storm crippled Lethbridge's public transit and shut down the majority of schools, post-secondary institutions, and recreation programs. Bradley Jones has the story on how Lethbridge was affected and what the community can do to stay safe on the roads.
The recovery effort from this week's past snowstorm has begun, but tires are still slipping and sliding as more than 30 centimeters of snow fell in Lethbridge during southern Alberta's first major snowstorm. TNT towing supervisor Joe Fair has 10 years of experience towing in winter conditions, and he says people need to know how to drive in drastic winter conditions in order to avoid getting stuck in the snow.
Stay clear of the snowdrifts. If you see deep snow, don't stop in it. Try to drive right through it and make it through to the other side. Start your car, let it warm up so your windshield has lots of time to clear and very good visibility out of your windshield.
TNT Towing had 38 units on call Monday and Tuesday in order to help people who are stuck or in need of a boost. Fair says approximately 100 people were in need of a tow on Monday, while on Tuesday, wait times for a tow truck took as long as 3 hours. Scenic Drive and other roads in Lethbridge were icy and slippery. The amount of snow on the road caused cars to drift, while some even lost control. The blowing snow caused limited visibility, just one of the reasons why road conditions were so dangerous. Although driving conditions have improved, motorists still need to drive with caution as city crews work to clear the major roadways in and around the community. Executive Officer of Public Affairs Kristen Harding says people need to adjust the way they drive when roads are in poor condition.
You've got to adjust your driving habits according to the weather and road conditions, and of course when it's snowy and icy like this, that's even more so important. And make sure that you're leaving extra falling distance between your vehicle and the vehicle in front, so that if you do have to stop, you give yourself that little bit extra to do so when the roads aren't ideal.
Bradley Jones, eNEWS.
The city says crews finished plowing Priority 1 routes Wednesday morning, and the city's focus has now shifted to plow the Priority 2 and 3 roads. Once completed, the crews will begin removing snow along the bus routes in hopes of returning the city's road conditions back to their original state. Welcome back to eNEWS. A new Facebook page created by anonymous students has sparked curiosity on campus. It's called LC Confessions, and students can anonymously post their thoughts to the page. Some students are mentioning the stress of finals and one controversial way to deal with it. Morgan Pedno digs a little deeper into the amount of sexual content being posted and why students are having sex on campus.
Some students snack, drink, or lose sleep when they are stressed. Others are having sex on campus. Between word of mouth and the new popular Facebook page LC Confessions, sex on campus has become less of a secret. Endeavor sex columnist Alex Doran says students are having sex on campus because it's a time in students' lives to experiment.
There's no time like the present to start. Sex is probably the most natural thing on the planet, and people don't like it.
Doran says coming to college, sex is an expectation. She says not everyone may be engaged in it, but everyone is curious. Lethbridge College counselor Brittany Kiefer suggests having sex on campus may be a stress reliever. She says it's good that students are comfortable, but isn't necessary for students to be having sex at school.
Not a safe decision just because the space isn't cleanly.
Kiefer says she thinks the accessibility of the college is what provokes students to be having sex. Facebook pages such as LC Confessions has brought up many sexual comments about students on campus. With the recent boom in popularity of the site, students are becoming more open about their sex lives. Student opinion shows that they believe people are having sex at the college because they're bored.
Bored maybe, or they don't have anything better to do. The excitement of it, maybe because it shouldn't be happening.
Lethbridge College security say having sex on campus would fall under the Students' Rights and Responsibilities Act, in which they must comply with all relevant policies and procedures. Relating to the Respectful Campus Policy, which states the college community must have respectful behaviors. One individual who wishes to remain anonymous said he had sex on campus because it was late and the opportunity presented itself. College security say if the two parties were caught on CCTV cameras, measures would be taken to identify those individuals. For eNEWS, I'm Morgan Pedno.
If you have any questions or concerns about the Lethbridge College Student Rights and Responsibilities Policy, you can contact the college at 403-320-3202. Welcome back to eNEWS. With temperatures dropping in southern Alberta, the homeless are looking for shelter and warmth more than ever. I looked into one effort in Lethbridge to get individuals into warmer gear and hopefully off the streets. Lethbridge's Streets Alive mission is a cut above the rest. It provides more than just a warm space and clothes. It has mobile units sending out food and programs to help people get into affordable housing. Its mission is to give hope to the hopeless. Co-director Ken Kissick says that homelessness is a bigger problem than people realize.
So it's a difficult number to nail down. Homelessness is a serious problem, but it goes beyond being without shelter. Again, it's that whole lacking support system that we have to create.
Canada's 5-year plan to end homelessness is underway, but it's hard to accurately measure how many people are without a home. While shelters can measure how many people stay in a night, there are homeless that aren't recorded. According to the Canadian Homeless Census, for every 5 people living in a shelter, there's 1 person that goes unsheltered throughout the year. The frigid temperature brought by Monday's snowstorm brings greater need for winter supplies. Some of Lethbridge's homeless population, perhaps among the most vulnerable to the winter climate, stopped by Streets Alive to get warm and grab winter gear. Between now and March, Lethbridge's Streets Alive mission expects it will need at least another 200 jackets. As Sandy Gervais explains, it usually takes a drastic drop in temperatures for people to realize their donations are needed.
Well, if we don't have any donations, then we don't have any coats. We don't have any coats, we don't have any socks, we don't have any gloves, we don't have any toques, because we work all from donations.
The donations received can help bring warmth or a full stomach, but according to Kissick, it's the intangibles that really change lives.
The most important part of Streets Alive is we bring hope. Without hope, you have nothing. And so our whole focus is to bring people hope, and then through hope, help them to recover their lives.
Whether it's food, shelter, housing, or a job, Streets Alive mission is doing its best to serve the hard to serve. You can donate to the Streets Alive mission by stopping by their office at 323 4th Street South or by calling 320-1159. All donations are accepted and go towards helping those in need.